Mike Florio from Pro Football Talk, NBC Sports, talked about the three options. Browns have three options with Odell Beckham Jr. Here is Mike Florio from NBC Sports and Pro Football Talk.
Here are the options right now that the Browns have. One, you could trade him. Too late for that. Two, you can suspend him for up to 4 games without pay for conduct detrimental to the team. The problem is you got to have proof. Now, you could just do it. You can just do it and basically delay all of this until December.
Yeah.
And there'll be a hearing. There'll be an arbitration. If you lose, you just pay him the money you would have paid him anyway. Oh, well, now, if they really want to be jerks, they can do that.
Yeah.
Suspend him without pay for conduct detrimental with no basis for doing it. That's the thing. You deliberately do it with no basis for doing it. You keep him from getting ensconced with another team for up to a month. And maybe he's not going to be as ready to help as he would have been. If you really want to be jerks, you can do that. And the third option is cut him.
Let's welcome in Tim Bielik from the Plain Dealer as well as cleveland.com. And Tim, I don't know that suspending him for conduct detrimental to the team would be being jerks. The timing of the little outburst around the trade deadline seems a little curious to me. There's just a whole bunch of moving parts with that. And the Browns still may say, yeah, okay, report back to the training facility in Berea. I think that's becoming less and less likely.
Yeah, I think based on what happened on Tuesday and what Baker Mayfield kind of had to say on Wednesday and what some of the other players have had to say in the days since then, I feel like, the most likely scenario is maybe they just kind of cut him and kind of come to some agreement of like, okay, we'll let you go, but we'd prefer it if you didn't go to Team A, Team B, or Team C. Like, if he goes and signs with the Saints, if the Browns cut him, then I'm sure the Browns could potentially be okay with that because they're not going to see him the rest of the season. This is just a mess for the Browns at the worst possible time. I mean, it was bad enough coming off the loss against the Steelers, where they're now in last place in the division. You got to go to Cincinnati and play a Bengals team is better than we all thought, even though they're coming off a surprising loss. And now you got this to deal with right on the day of the trade deadline. I mean, it's an unnecessary distraction, but I think the best thing to do is, and it seems like Andrew Berry has had talks with Odell's representation, is just trying to find a way to kind of move on from him. I think suspending him would be a little too excessive, a little too vindictive, I think. And it seems like the Browns don't want to be that kind of organization that is too vindictive to do something like that.